What's good, ladies and gentlemen? Hey, yo, y'all remember the movie New Jack City when Wesley Snipes played Nino Brown? And you remember when Nino Brown said, "This is bigger than Nino Brown. This is big business." So I understand a lot of people want to criticize Gervonta Davis, want to hold him accountable for not enhancing his legacy or matching the expectation of his skills and talent and what we project his legacy to be. In the end of the day, we all know that Gervonta Davis doesn't hold all the power. Just like 99, 98% of the fighters out there, they don't hold the power of their career. You know what I'm saying? They sign contracts. They sign contracts with managers and promoters in which they dictate what's going to be next for them. And yeah, there's other fighters that have, displayed, fighting the powers that be. Almost like when Earl Spence said to PBC, and you know what? Nah, I ain't going to fight no Keith Thurman. I'll drop my belt. I'll move up. It's either Terrence Bill Crawford or bust. I ain't doing it. Just like Canelo Alvarez had a step up and have that type of war, you could say, with Golden Boy Promotions to get off that contract, right? Even with Canelo Alvarez recently, when he's like, "Hey, I put my money on escrow, or I ain't gonna fight. Put my money on escrow. I gotta see that the money, the funds is there before I go into training camp. I ain't risk my life." Gervonta Davis, as you all know, in the press conference in New York City, was very frustrated. Saying that, there's gonna be his last year. He's fed up with this. Don't look at him as one of these fighters, and he don't give a damn about the belts. He don't give a damn about nothing. I just want to get my money and bounce. Almost like most of the people that have 9-to-5 jobs and clock in and clock out. We ain't trying to be no damn supervisor or manager or own the whole company. We just want to pay the bills, save money, invest in our money and stuff like that, right? Want to clock in and clock out. That's what Gervonta Davis has been doing. Yet necessarily, that doesn't mean that Gervonta Davis don't want to be great or want to dare to be great. Look, Gervonta Davis got the skills and talent that he will be the favorite against anybody in 135 and possibly anybody in 140 as well. As he already beat Mario Barrios in 140, yeah, potential fight with him and Teofimo Lopez. There may be people out there that even have him as the favorite. They have him as the favorite versus Vasily Lomachenko. They have him as a favorite versus Shakur Stevenson. They have him as a favorite versus Devin Haney. Gervonta Davis passed the eye test. He's got the respect by many boxing pundits. He got the respect by a lot of legends. But how is a fighter like that outside of Canelo Alvarez in North America is the cash cow of the sport of boxing? Outside of Canelo Alvarez, how is he unhappy? Why people ain't questioning why he's unhappy? He's supposed to be one of the most successful people in the sport of boxing. He should be very happy. He should be very content. He should be making the power moves, but it doesn't seem like he got a hold and control of his destiny. It's just not him. Who's not allowing Gervonta Davis to be great? Who's holding him back? No. It's easy to blame Gervonta Davis because he's the face of his career. But let's not be naive. There's a machine behind Gervonta Davis and a machine that he can't control. So what's going on? And this is the reason why, if you see the thumbnail, he needs a prison break. Now, as we all know, Gervonta Davis has converted to Islam. We all know that Turki Alalshikh has been the highlight of boxing. You know what I'm saying? Putting up the great fights, funding boxing. You know what I'm saying? Paying these fighters well. Best fight in the best. Bringing all these power entities in terms of promoters together to put on the great fights, the 5-on-5, the undisputed heavyweight bout, the undisputed light heavyweight bout between Beterbiev and Bivol. We saw the Usyk and Fury. We seen Joseph Parker very active. We seen Daniel Dubois in the last 12 months actually being the fighter, the best fighter in the last 12 months, in my opinion, or the fighter of the candidate of fighter of the year, right? We see Deontay Wilder leave the PBC and go to Riyadh season and do what he do. Last time we heard Gervonta Davis in reference to Turkey interesting in Gervonta Davis, he said he got to give him like 3 Ferraris. But at the end of the day, I think that But Gervonta Davis may be too loyal for his own good. And there's a lot of people in the world that may be too loyal for their own good. As you can see, Gervonta Davis is Lincoln. And Turki Alalshikh is Michael. If you understand the plot of Prison Break, a Muslim brother got to look after another Muslim brother. He got to break him out of that jail. He got to break him out of his career practically being on death row right now. Gervonta Davis is screaming for help, and it seems like a lot of people don't want to listen because whether you want to create the type of content that's going to benefit your agenda, you might not dial into what's really the issue. Real issue is Gervonta Davis is not happy in that island and is stuck in the island. And sometimes, if you want to translate boxing to life itself, sometimes people be stuck in a relationship. People may be stuck at work. People may procrastinate, don't know what to do. You got to be loyal to people that got you to the position where you at, but at the end of the day, you have outgrown it. The only person that could save Gervonta Davis from his unhappiness and the position where he's at right now is Turki Alalshikh. Turki Alalshikh, like I said, is Michael. Gervonta Davis is Lincoln. Abdul Wahid. His Muslim brother got to save him from himself. So as much as people, in the boxing world, oh man, in the boxing YouTube boxing community, oh man, Gervonta Davis ain't shit. Gervonta Davis ain't doing this. Gervonta Davis ain't fighting this. Maybe the powers that be don't want to put Gervonta Davis in with those type of risk fights because they're trying to save their investments. If he's the cash cow, why risk it? I've been saying that is a disservice to even put Gervonta Davis in the pound for pound list, because if you put him in the pound for pound list and these fighters are and these pundits and legendary fighters are saying, you know what, Gervonta Davis is the best. Gervonta Davis is pound for pound number 1, number 2, number 3. He's better than everybody else. Then why the powers that be that is aligned with Gervonta Davis is going to be like, why should we risk it if we already get in the bag, we're already getting money, and the pundits, the writers, and even credible legendary fighters that got relevant voices are saying that he's the man? Why risk it? Right? Yeah, end of the day, it only hurts Gervonta Davis. It only hurts his legacy because we want Gervonta Davis to stand on legacy just like every potential high-invested fighters that has the potential to be a Hall of Fame. Gervonta Davis got world-class, elite skills, generational talent, but still haven't been put through a test. And let me tell you like this. I've been saying this, folks. I've been saying this for a while. These are the type of content that could get you blackballed, the type of content that other promotional entities be like, nah, that guy will punch, or anybody that talks like that. We don't like these type of guys because you know what? We have a message, or we have an assessment, or we have a way of acknowledging that in the sport of boxing, one of the business models in the sport of boxing is to keep these fighters dumb. It's to keep these fighters not knowing what they should be knowing. It's to keep these fighters thinking that they need you when you actually don't need them in terms of these fighters. Feel me? Gervonta Davis, we've been talking about this for years, has been shielded. There have been a shield around Gervonta Davis. Yes, we've been saying that he's been on training wheels, but forget that. They've been shielding Gervonta Davis. You could see it. By personnels. He can't do an interview by himself. It's like being babysit. It's like extra security around him. Let's see what this person's gonna ask him. Who's gonna align himself? Who he may be talking to in the industry of the sport of boxing that's gonna smarten him up. Nah, they don't want that for Gervonta Davis. But little by little, Gervonta Davis is smartening up. Smartening the more that he's getting these type of knowledge and encouragement and the wisdom of others that see what I'm seeing or what we're seeing. Gervonta Davis is seeing the truth. He have outgrown his circle, his surroundings, In all actuality, Gervonta Davis on his own. He has realized, I believe he has realized that. That's when you see these particular fighters, when the light bulbs turn on, and there may be people around them that telling them the truth, and they finally seek the truth and did their and fact check what's really going on within their own circle, their own business. They wake up and then you see the frustrations. But in the boxing world, be like, oh, this person is a diva. Oh, this person is going cuckoo, right? Every time you see, even the celebrities, you know what I'm saying, like when they actually see the truth and see how they're being taken advantage of and see the wrongdoing, they point them like they're crazy. No, they don't want this, they don't want that. All these power entities in the sport of boxing was unhappy. Even Floyd Mayweather was unhappy with Top Rank. Even Oscar De La Hoya got a little bit unhappy with Top Rank. Even Canelo Alvarez was unhappy with Golden Boy Promotions. Even Earl Spence was a little bit unhappy with the situation when they were trying to get in the Keith Thurman fight. He didn't want the Keith Thurman fight. He wanted Terrence Bud Crawford. Teofimo Lopez don't like what's going on with Top Rank. Shakur Stevenson, nah, I'm out of here. I'm going to go somewhere else. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a prison break. Will Turki Alalshikh save Gervonta Davis? Turki is buying the Ring magazine. He's putting 13%. Bought shares of the Zone. He's putting all the money. Can Turki Alalshikh buy out whatever situation Gervonta Davis is in? Because it's not looking good. It's looking a lot fishier than it's ever been. It's looking a lot fishier than it's ever been. Now, for us boxing content creators, it's easy to play. Oh, he's ducking this one. He doesn't want to fight this one. Let me tell you something about these fighters. Most of these fighters that y'all want to critique, that we critique from time to time and praise them from time to time. Let's not forget that Gervonta Davis almost fought 250 amateur bouts. That means he fought for free. Almost 250 amateur bouts. A lot of these fighters as well. They've been fighting their whole lives. There's nothing pussy about them. There's nothing weak about them. Nothing like that. Excuse my language. This man is screaming for help. And it's time that we need to start looking who's around him rather than straight holding him just accountable. In the end of the day, remember, folks, this is the business of boxing. The business of boxing is a gangster's playground. The business of boxing is the most snakish island you could ever imagine out of any other sport. Let me tell you like this also. For the people to be like, oh, it got to be out. I was out the game. If y'all have not noticed, Al Haymon is out the game. The last person that Al Haymon signed as an advisor and a manager was Michel Rivera. That was before the pandemic, y'all. He's out. The keys has been given to other personnels. Rumor has it the key's been given to Luda Kuba, Samson, Tom. No pun intended to these entities. Yeah, at the end of the day, we're boxing fans, and I created the channel to preserve the sport of boxing, to preserve the modern-day warriors, modern-day gladiators, the one that put their life on the line for pure entertainment. It was not to preserve the promoter or to preserve the manager or the advisor, to preserve the fighters. The fighters. Because in the end of the day, they're the one that's risking it all, but also they're the one that's getting effed without Vaseline. Gervonta Davis should not be in a position where he should be frustrated. With all the things that he have earned, ladies and gentlemen, when a person like that from the outside looking at, hey, yo, is frustrated, might be money missing. Might be money missing. Certain times, these fighters got to do what a guy like Earl Spence did and wake the F up and fight the powers that be.